Resilience is the courage to rise, the strength to overcome, and the power to keep moving forward. Welcome to Voices of Resilience, a space where real stories remind us of the strength we all carry within. In this video, you'll hear how resilience turns challenges into growth and hope. Let it inspire you to embrace your own power to rise. This is Voices of Resilience. Let's begin.
Hi, my name is Lisa Guice, and I want to share my story of resilience with you. I want to thank Davina for even thinking of me. I really appreciate it, but I do truly believe in this mission that she is on. And the story that I want to share, and hoping that it inspires someone out there, is there was a time when my mom had just passed from COVID, and me and my mom were best friends, and it rocked me to my core. I've always been someone who has been goal-oriented, someone who has always picked themselves up and just pushed forward, and for the first time in my life, I could not pull from the things that I would normally have pulled from. I didn't know what to do. I felt completely lost. I totally sunk into a depression. And again, for the first time in my life, everything that I would draw from before, none of it was working. And then on top of that, a month later, my father was diagnosed with lung cancer, which, believe it or not, that actually helped me a little bit with my grieving for my mother, because I was able to, I wanted to be his cheerleader. I wanted to root him on. I wanted to push him through and forward. So him and I ended up with a connection that I've been praying for all my life and had never had. We would talk, we would share. He would share his childhood, things I never even knew about him. Fast forward, one day he calls me after he's done with his lung cancer treatment and everything is fine. We're celebrating. Probably about, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 months later, he calls me on a certain day and he says, I was just calling to let you know that they ran some tests and they now say I have brain cancer. Instantly, I did what I did when he told me that he had lung cancer. You're going to be okay. We're going to fight. We're going to pray. We're going to do, all these things, right? And I said, keep me posted. Let me know what's going on. I want to know about your doctor's appointments and so on and so forth. 2 hours later, they call me and tell me that I now have breast cancer. I instantly thought to myself, where is Ashton Kutcher? Because I must be being punked by somebody at this point. And of course, the initial shock, I went through the initial shock, but I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and fight. Turned out I had a very aggressive cancer, and the cancer literally from 1 week to the next had grown to the point where it pushed me into another stage. So the doctors got on it right away. But what I learned through this journey, as I was fighting through cancer, as my dad was fighting through cancer, I always say that we held hands through the journey and we fought together. Unfortunately, he did not make it, so I went through survivor's remorse. And I also look back at what I'm grateful for during that time, and I'm so grateful that we had the time to mend our relationship, for us to have the relationship that I had prayed for as a little girl for so long. We were bonded beyond, okay? Bonded beyond. And what I realized is during this journey is that the way that I was impacting him is, the way that I was still meant to be here and impact. So I leave you with this. For anyone who's gone through anything in life, ask yourself, what's the lesson? What am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to review? And what am I supposed to repair? Ask yourself those questions. I was able to ask myself those questions through my journey. It fueled me. And also I prayed, stayed connected. Through prayer, I realized that my calling was not finished. I pushed through with a smile. Many people would say, I can't believe I'm supposed to be calling and encouraging you and you're encouraging me. And I would just laugh and just say, yeah, think to myself, that's what I'm supposed to do. I learned how to pull from places that I did not realize I had. That's resiliency.